Hello everyone and welcome to my channel today. I'm the Nigerian teacher abroad, the Ajala teacher, the one who never sits still. My name is Janet and today I'm welcoming an esteemed teacher to our midst. Like I always do on this channel, there's always something fresh, something hot that I'm dropping. And today, due to popular demand, we have a PGCE trainee in our midst. When I talked about my PGCE year, people must have thought, oh my goodness, how did she cope? But mine was a long time ago, and we know things change because that's the only constant change in life. And today she's going to be giving us fresh content on what it takes to get on a PGCE course and thrive on a PGCE course based on her experience. First, I'm going to let her introduce herself. Ginika, can you introduce yourself to the audience, please?
Thank you so much. My name is Ginika. I currently reside in the UK and I'm doing my PGCE program. Started September and hopefully to round up by July. Yeah. It's really
PGCE year. The PGCE year is an amazing year. Everybody has different experiences of the PGCE year. And from the way you just laughed, I just know that the experience is it's fantastic. My PGCE year is one that, I don't know, I think I still see it in my head somewhere, somehow. I think it's something that you can never forget. It stays with you. It stays with you forever. But how did you get on your PGCE course? Can you talk us through how you got on your PGCE course?
The first time I heard about the teacher's training, I went for a job fair at a university. So, and I saw the different stands and all that. So I went to a particular stand where there's organization that is into SCITT, that is school-centered initial teachers training.
Yes.
And I approached the lady there and she was really polite and really nice. She explained to me. Initially, I was skeptical because my visa I'm a dependent on student's visa. So I was thinking, okay, I don't qualify for this. So, and then she was explaining, and I told her that I'm on a student visa, I'm a dependent. Am I qualified for it? She said, yes. That's as long as in my visa, it is not stated that I'm restricted from studying, I can do it. I said, wow, I'm interested. So I picked the form. So that was around October. So they said they've already started for that year, that I should wait for the following year. So the following year, and I just followed up with them, and I went to the government website and I started the application there and everything. It was really awesome because the support that I got during the registration was mind-blowing, honestly. It was mind-blowing. They were calling me every step of the way, sending me mail to ensure that I'm doing things right and I'm getting it. And I was really surprised. And then the preparation went for the interview. And, they told me that it's not just QTS only.
Yes.
It's PGCE and QTS. And I was amazed with the price and everything. It was really wonderful. That is how the journey began.
Wow. You see, you see how yours just sounds so smooth sailing. In my time, the shortage was there, but it wasn't so pronounced. So in my time, we had to jump hurdles to get onto the PGCE course. First of all, they were like, no, they don't take students from outside the country. You have to be inside the country to apply.
Really?
Yeah. Wow. It's even nursing back then. They will only take people that were already inside the country. They
Wow.
will tell you, have you spent 3 years in the
Mm.
country? If you haven't spent, now people are coming in from outside the country, and I'm so happy. I'm so amazed. I'm not happy about the
Yeah.
shortage, but I'm happy that the shortage has created an opportunity for people to come
An
from outside
opportunity.
to
Yes.
get the PGC. Because if mine was as easy as you've just described, I would have brought the whole of my home country to come and do PGC. I would have brought everybody to do PGC. I would have told everybody, it's happening here, come here, come here.
Something is happening. Come and
Yeah,
benefit from it.
come. Benefit from it now. Let's get it now. But yours,
Yeah.
it's like they were supporting you, they were giving you all. So can you just mention some other support that you were
The
getting, please?
support, you know, when I was making the registration, they called me, okay, do I understand what is required? They explained every step of the way that I
Wow.
need to take to me. And then they assigned a kind of mentor that will guide me. So when it was time for me to write my personal statement, it was the mentor that was guiding me. I'll write, I'll forward to her. She will look at it and say, okay, there's still more correction you need to make, and then she will send it. And that is how I was able to get it right. And then she said, fantastic, this one will fly. You can send it. So even when they invited me for interview, because I applied to 4 different SCITT organization. So
Yes.
the first person called me. I invited me for an interview. I got back to my mentor. I said, okay, they invited. They said, oh, congratulations. Do you know what to expect? Do you know what to expect? Okay, you can just do this, do this, do this. So she gave me a kind of guideline on what to expect and everything. So when I went for the interview, everything went smoothly and all that. So as in the help and everything was really, really amazing. I did not experience any stress of any kind.
Wow. Wow.
Even even on my own, because they said if you want to train for a primary school teacher, you need to have a science.
Yes.
So which on my own, I said, okay, let me just do a science equivalency test on my own. I registered for it and everything, and
Yes.
I wrote it and I got it, and I was like, okay, I have my science equivalent. They said, who asked you to do science equivalency? It's not needed. Your BSc is perfect. You don't. It's not required. You know,
I'm
it's
happy that
just
I've
wonderful.
traveled. I'm happy that I've traveled around the world with my PGCE. But if I
Yeah.
could turn back the hands of time, I would just go and do something else, then come back now. Because my PGCE was so stressful to get on. I mean, my husband still has PTSD
Wow.
from my PTSD till today, because there was just it was like they didn't understand how to bring someone from outside the country into the country. They
Hmm.
didn't understand
Yeah.
how to do the
Yeah.
equivalency. They didn't. It was just they were. If you don't fit into the way they do it for their own people, then nothing for you. You have to come into the country and do some prerequisite courses first, and then come onto the course. It was so tedious, but I was
Wow.
determined that I must do this thing, and that's how I
Yes.
was able to get on the PGCE
That's
course.
that's that's the spirit. Yeah. It's
That is the spirit. That is
determination.
the spirit. Wow. So the interview stage, what was it like? Was it, I mean, you've already talked about it a little bit, but what was it like? Was it nail
Yeah. The
biting? As my
the
own. My own was
interview
nail biting.
stage was the interview stage was really, like I told you, I've already had a kind of
I
idea.
did.
They said
Yes.
the interview starts right from the time you enter the building. That is where the interview
Yes.
starts. Don't
Yes.
say, okay, it's only when they call me and start asking you questions. That is when the interview. No. As you're entering the building, just know that your interview has started.
That's
The
it.
way you
They're
conduct
watching you.
yourself, the way
Yes.
you talk, your dressing. Did you dress like a teacher, or you just dress like maybe someone that's going for a party or
Yeah.
one other thing? So I all those things were in place, and how you smile, how you interact.
Yeah.
before the proper interview, yeah, they took me to a room, a private room. Before then, they have already emailed me that I'm going to teach
Okay.
a certain group, maybe a group of 6 children. So
Yeah.
I prepared for the lesson and everything. And they said I should pick up a storybook that I'm going to write, but I wrote my own story. I didn't really
Okay.
pick up a storybook. Yeah, I
Okay.
wrote my own story. So when I got there, I first of all did a written one. They gave me some things to read, write, which I did. The ones I don't know, when it came to the maths, I just wrote, I don't know this one.
Yes. You
And
were
the ones
honest.
I know very well, I answered them. Yeah. So, and when it comes to the me, we're not grading your grammar, we are not grading your ability to write or not. That there is a different thing they are looking at. So don't just say you'll be so much possible. Just write what comes to your mind. And I wrote based on the what I understood from the story that I read. So wrote everything. And then from there they brought the children for me to teach. So I taught the children and they were like, "You wrote this story yourself?" I said, "Yes, I did." Oh, they said, "Oh, that's good." So from there, they now came to the oral interview where they asked you question, most especially about safeguarding.
Yes.
Safeguarding question
Yes.
is very, very important,
Very important. Yeah.
and uh, your understanding about diversity, inclusion, and all those things is very, very important. So the question that I don't think there's any teaching interview that question will not come up. Always come up. So coupled with other questions, which I can't really remember all now.
Of course.
And I answered them to the best of my ability and everything. So after like maybe 1 week, I received an email that they've offered me a place, for the training. And I was glad. I'm so glad I made that decision because I don't think I would have liked to go with any other organization than this particular one that I chose. They are just the
Yeah.
best. Honestly, the support is overwhelming. The support is
Wow.
just overwhelming.
Wow.
Honestly, the support is really overwhelming.
You make
So
me want
it's
to
really
go back.
stressful, but at the same time, it's really stressful because if you're talking of stress, it is extra stress because you're running two programs at the same time. You're doing QTS and you're doing your PGC at the same time.
Yes.
So the university is one side dragging you, the QTS is one side dragging you, and you know they are all interwoven. This
Yes.
one coming, this task coming from here, coming from there. There are so many things to do, so many that sometimes your head will just want to just. But the support is there. They know when your head is up,
They do. They
and
do.
they will just call you. Come, come, come. Let's have a meeting. Let's have a meeting. We notice you are at that edge. So let's talk about it. They just say, okay, just come. We need to talk about it. So how is it going? Where are you stuck? What is happening? How can we take it one at a time? You know, it's just amazing.
Wow. Wow. Okay, can you compare it to
I don't think you can really compare because at least I've not done teachers training, but I have worked closely with people that has done the training,
okay?
and I've seen the way they teach. So I can't really compare the two.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
understand?
Yeah.
Because training here is like when you bring a book, it's okay. Training here is like a recipe, food that you cook now, the recipe book that you
Yes.
use in cooking.
Yes.
You read it out, then you cook. You
Yes.
understand? That is
Yes.
how training here is. You read it, then you practicalize it. So
Yes.
it's nothing like I have this as a head knowledge, but it's just there. No, every knowledge that is being taught, there is a direct application of it every day that you need
Class.
to you make use of, and we are graded based on the application, not the head knowledge. They are
No.
not saying come and sit down and write the exam and pass. Nobody is asking you for that. You are being graded based on the application of those knowledge they are passing to you. How are you using it? Did you understand what they just explained, what they teach you? How did you apply it? How did it go? That is what is just happening. So if it's that way in Nigeria, maybe it is, but maybe it's from the people I've interacted with, but I've not really seen that different much between me that did not do the training and those that have done it when it comes to teaching back home.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. I think you're right, because first of all, how many people support you in the classroom? I'm sure if from my time I had a personal tutor, I had a mentor, I had the class teacher that I was working with. So my mentor was not necessarily my class
Mm.
teacher, and then my personal tutor,
Yes.
Pet, was a different person. Is it Pat? Pat, personal academic tutor. And my Pat, I could go and talk to my Pat like, oh my goodness, I'm not feeling very well today. And this, is it the same thing that is happening there? Because it's a mental health and tutoring at the same
Yes.
time.
Yes. Yes. In the school where I am, I have my tutor. It's not my class teacher that I'm working with. Then I have a mentor who is not also the person. Then I have a class and the class teacher that I'm with. So my mentor, I discuss basically anything with my
With
mentor, how it's going, and she makes sure that she ensure that my mental health is in place. I remember one day I sent her an email, which was around 2 o'clock, 2 a.m.
oh,
And then the following morning, she was like, "Just come, 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 come.
what's happening?
This is
What's
not
happening?
this is not acceptable. You want to tell me you are awake by 2 a.m.? What are you doing?" And she had to talk, explain the reason why I shouldn't do that and all that. So they take it serious. Yeah.
Yes.
I have a mentor, and I also have a general mentor that mentors, because there's a way they shared it. So they have secondary and they have primary.
Yes.
People training for primary and training for secondary. So when it comes to the people training for primary, we are splitted into two, and we have two general mentors too. So that mentor in the school gives feedback to that general mentor, and whenever we go for professional training, that mentor is already waiting to discuss whatever issue that this mentor in school gives. So that was why I said on Friday they called me and said, "I heard you have been so hard on yourself lately. It's not
Yeah.
possible. You just have to. Your mental health is really, really important." So that support is just overwhelming. You know that some people are just looking out for your well-being, not just,
Yeah.
okay, you paid us, come and learn, you get the knowledge. No, you don't get. No, they are genuinely concerned about your well-being, and they want you to succeed
Yes. So it's not as
in the
if you are even
profession.
going to
Yeah.
beg them. It's not as if you are going to beg them, please, I have this problem. No, no, no. They can notice that you have a problem
No,
even
no, no, no,
before
no.
you notice it yourself.
Yes, 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 yes. They notice it. They notice it. You know, they
Wow.
notice, and they are very, very observant. They are very, very observant. Like if we go for the professional training, and you see the overall leader, she will just be moving around, and she does it every week. She doesn't miss. We are like 50.
Wow. And
And
she keeps
this
going
woman
around.
ensures that she speaks to each and every one of us one by one every week.
Yes.
And she will ask you about your week. How has
Yes.
it been? Are you facing anything, any challenge? If you she will tell you a thousand and one time, if you have any problem, don't hesitate to reach out to me. I'm always available. You are free to talk to me. You are free to say anything. You know, it's
I think
just
that's the difference between people who do the PGCE with QTS, with the school-centered initial teacher training,
yes,
and those who do
yes,
it in the university. Now, I did it at the
yeah.
university, so they were a little bit stricter with me. and But I found out that my friends who went through the SCITT, oh, it's like they went to somebody's chest to go and lie down.
Exactly, exactly. It's when it comes to the workload, they are not lowering the workload. The workload
No,
is there, and it's double. The workload is there and it's double, and
yes,
they understand that you have a lot on your table already. So when it
yes,
comes to the aspect of your mental well-being, they take it serious by
yes.
giving you extraordinary support, all the support that you need. You know, for instance, if I want to write maybe an article or something that I just need to write my assignment, I'll just send an email to somebody. I need this article, and it will just email it to me. Okay, this is so. In It's like, just learn. Let's help you and do the other aspect that will give you
Yeah,
headache. You understand? Just focus on the learning, and then we'll help you do the other distractions that will drag you back. That is the kind of support that they give, and it's amazing. Honestly,
yes.
it's amazing.
I remember the support I got for my PGC was still better than the support I got for my first degree.
Hmm.
My
Yeah.
first degree was not in this country, it was not in the UK, and
Hmm.
it was back in my home country. So the support I got back then, I mean, you go and meet a lecturer, you ask the lecturer, please, I don't understand this part. And it will be as if you've insulted somebody's mother, that sort of
Yes.
thing. So,
Yes.
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, they will
That's
even
all.
make it
That's support.
as if it's your fault for not understanding it, as if it's your fault because you are dull or you do you know. So in the end, you don't even bother going to them. But over here, the support I received, I'm saying my time was hard compared to your time, but
Yeah.
even then, I'm thinking about it. I'm saying we had a lot of support. Even though I did mine at a university, so it was a bit more strict. It was a bit stricter than
Hmm.
what you are telling me now. But even then, it was still that we had support. We still had the parts. We still had the pet. We had the mentor. We had the class teacher. There were people there. And I remember one day during my
Yeah.
PGC, I was overwhelmed. So I went into the chaplaincy,
Hmm.
and I just sat there in the chaplaincy because university. I sat down in the faith room, they call it, and I sat down there, and I started crying. I was just crying because I
Wow.
was thinking, who asked me who asked me to come course now? Who sent me with two kids, with myself in a foreign country? Who sent me here now? And then and I remember somebody came in and prayed with me, you know.
Hmm.
Chap she came in, she prayed with me. And after praying with me, I thought, okay, she has prayed with me, at least I feel a little bit better. The next day, I remember my mentor called me and said she heard that I was crying in the chaplaincy, just like you've explained just now. Yeah, it was the support was really, and she told me back then, she said they were going to give me an extension. I think there was a little bit of there was an assignment that was due, and because of
Hmm.
that, they gave me an extension on that assignment because I
Yes.
explained to them that my daughter wasn't sleeping properly at night and it was just driving me crazy, and they gave me an extension. I was
Yes.
shocked.
They do that. Yeah. Yeah.
I was shocked.
They do
I was
that.
like, I didn't even ask for it. So can you imagine if I had asked for it?
If you had
And
asked, yeah, they do
they
it.
would so yeah,
The
yeah.
support
I'm
is there.
really impressed that even now, because of the shortage, they're even more supportive of all
Oh, the
people
support
that
is
are training.
wonderful. Yeah.
Ha, I hope my audience is listening today because if they're not listening, they should better clean their ears and listen well. Teaching is a really good profession to get into,
It's now.
especially now. especially now because of the shortage. It's a really,
Yes.
really lucrative profession to get into. I know that there's negative talk about teaching all around. Um, Teachers are running away, teachers are doing this, teachers are doing that. We have been programmed from our home countries to be resilient. If you
Yes.
can go through what we can go through in our home country, then you can go through this here. It's not hard.
We don't give up easily.
We don't give up easily.
We don't give up easily, and no matter how tough, it can't be as tough as where you're coming from.
Of course not.
Yeah.
Of course not. I can
No
testify
matter how tough, you can't be as tough as where you're coming from,
at
because
all.
I just look at it and said, where you are, and you find yourself in a place whereby people genuinely want you to succeed.
Yes. Yes,
No
they
matter
do.
how tough the road is, with the right support, you make it. So if you're coming from a place whereby the road is tough and there is no support and you still made it, how much more here that everybody's around you cheering you up and all that?
Exactly. Yeah, yeah,
You make it. Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
you make it. So
Maybe
that's
one of
just,
the, sorry, go on.
so what I just want to talk to our people, especially those that are already here, because I don't know how the aspect of people that are still back home trying
Yes,
to get into the training. I don't know the possibility of getting into the training through SCITT back from home. I don't know, but I know if you're already here and you want to go into the training, I think it's better to go through SCITT, because
yes,
you're using one stone to kill two birds
yes, yes. Especially
than
with all the
going
support, of
without the
course.
support, yeah, than going through PGC and then you'll be back to do your QTS again. It's it's a long journey,
Too
but
long.
you can use one stone and just, and from all the information I've gathered, it seems they are pretty much the same when it comes to the fee.
Yes, yes,
The same fee you spend to do your PGC, you still spend it to do the boats on the other side. So it's
exactly.
much better and easier.
Easier. Easier is
Yeah.
the word. And as long as they know that you are training, they don't stress you. I think people think that once you come, they expect you to be a genius from the day you start your training. No.
Oh my goodness.
Can you tell
You
us a
see,
little bit about that?
when it comes to, before I join the training, I don't really know much about UK teaching. I don't really know much about it. I've not heard somebody tell me, okay, this is the way they teach. So it's not like, although when I came, I wanted to do volunteering work
Yes,
in here, but this my little girl school, I think they were not taking volunteers then, so I couldn't get a place.
yes.
So that would have been where I would have gotten some little
Knowledge.
knowledge on what to expect. So when I
Yes,
joined this training, the first week after the ITAP week, they said, "Oh yeah, okay, go to the class and go and practicalize what you've learned and all that." And I went in there and started teaching Nigerian style of teaching and all that. Oh my goodness! Honestly, I felt disappointed. So, but one thing I noticed that even in the midst of that, they didn't just come out and say, "Oh, you got it all wrong. You are not getting it. That is not how they do it."
no.
What they did was that they picked the good ones that I did right and
Yes,
emphasized on those ones.
yes, yes.
And then pointed out on the aspect that, okay, you need to improve on this area. This is how you do it. This is how you do it. Honestly. Nobody comes and said, okay, no, you are not getting it right. You're not getting it. They know you are not an expert yet. You're
Exactly.
training.
Yeah, yeah.
If you're an expert, there's no need for you to be there. So
Hmm.
they're not expecting you to know it all. But all that is expected of you is learn and apply what you have learned and show
Exactly.
a sign of learning by improving.
Exactly.
Once
Exactly.
you are improving, you are doing well. Just like my mentor told me, When I said I'm not very impressed with my progress and all that, and she was like, but you are making progress. You should celebrate that. That's the most important thing. Focus on the positive. Don't just look at the bad side. Focus on the positive. Be happy with your
Exactly.
progress. You are making a tremendous progress, and that is what is important.
That is
So
it.
everything will fall in place as time goes on. You know. So it's really a good experience, honestly.
Oh, I love that. I love
It's
that.
really a good
I love that
experience.
so much.
Yeah.
The fact that they are, you see, they know that you can't give what you don't get, what you don't have. So they try to help you understand how focusing on the
Yeah.
positives will help you improve instead of focusing on the negatives. So that when you enter into the classroom yourself at the end of your training, you will take what you've learned and focus on the positives with each child that you come across in your
Exactly.
classroom. So that
Exactly.
the way they
Exactly.
trained you to focus on those positives and praise you for those things, and then
Mm-hmm.
add a few bit more and then praise you for it, you will enter the classroom and praise. You know, back in our home country, many times people focus on the negative. You had
That's
eight out
not many times, all the time,
yeah, yeah. If you
all
have
the
8
time.
out of 10, they will tell you the person that had 10 out of 10, did the person have two heads?
Did the person have two head?
Why
Why
don't
will
you
you be
praise for the eight
praising
that are
yourself that you did this, you did? Honestly, I had to. I'm still working on myself, and I had to work on myself to change that mindset because personally, I had that mindset. I have
yeah.
it.
Yeah, me too.
I expect myself to just get it right. You
Yes.
just have to get it right. But
Yes.
I noticed that it doesn't work like that. This is a new terrain. Their culture, their language, everything. Sometimes on my head, I would be expecting myself to. Why can't I just be like the teachers? But Rome wasn't built in a day. It's a gradual process.
Gradual process. Yes, yes, yes,
Gradual
yes.
process.
That's why on my channel I talk about parenting as well. Because
Yeah.
as teachers who are parents, we have two roles. We have the first role of trying to adapt to this new system that we are in,
Mm-hmm.
forgetting the one we learned back home.
Yes.
Then we have to practice it to our children too, so that we can't go to the school and praise children and say, well done, you've done
And then
well,
come at home and don't apply it in our home.
and then
No.
we don't apply it to our own children. So we try
You
to.
see, do you know that when it comes to that, I think it flows naturally because I'm noticing it in myself. I
Yes,
don't think it's something that you can't even pretend about it because you learn these things so much that it becomes part of you.
yes,
You can't
yes.
pretend about it.
No,
You
no.
just see it naturally also applying in your home. That
Yes,
is one thing that I have noticed. Because
yes,
sometimes I say myself, I'm talking to my children, and the way I talk, I'll say, talking as if I'm in school.
yes, yes. My husband says it to me. He said, "You are talking to me as if I'm one of the children that you teach." I say, "I'm sorry. It is so ingrained in me right now
Yes,
because I'm
yes.
trying to explain. I'm trying to. They say I explain and I'm trying to be calm, and I'm like,
Mm-hmm,
it's
mm-hmm.
just because it has now entered into my system.
Yes, yes.
I want to make sure that the person is clear. I'm giving clear
Clear.
direction. I'm
Exactly.
There's no shadows. I want everything to be in the light so that when you go off and do it, I know that you will do it perfectly."
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Oh no!
yeah.
But when I first came to the diaspora, I didn't have the skills. I'm I was still operating on what I had from back home. And
Mm-hmm.
this is the reason why I encourage people to come here and volunteer first. Listen to the
Yes,
way they talk to
yes,
the children.
yes.
Don't go in as if you're VP at vice principal at home. When you come here, don't come here as a vice principal. No,
Mm.
it will not work.
It
Come
won't work.
in as a lesser role and absorb the culture,
Yes.
absorb the way they talk, absorb the way you are lucky you are going through the training. So you are seeing it from the bottom with people who are helping you see it. But when
Mm.
people come in to come and work, they don't expect you to come and
Oh
train.
my God.
They expect you to come out.
It's really challenging for people coming directly to come and work here, especially from our side, our place.
Yes.
It's
Yes.
really because it's two opposite sides. I can't really pick one thing that is similar
Nothing.
when it comes to teaching.
Nothing.
I can't pick one thing that is similar. They are completely different. So I'm just sometimes I'll just imagine how will they cope.
This is why on my mentoring group, when they come to me, the first thing I throw at them, safeguarding, CPD. I keep throwing CPD at them because that's sort of like a mini sort of training on its own.
Mm-hmm.
Understand this, understand this, understand this. Some people come to me and they just want to fix their CV and then they disappear. I don't
Oh,
say anything. They think that the CV, okay, we fix the CV, we can go, we can leave her. Okay, fine, you can go. But you have, because at the interview, the questions they ask at the interview are
yes,
questions where they want to know
to
if
know.
you are operating on your system, or if
Mm-hmm.
you understand that there's a new system here, and even though you've not practiced it, you know of it and you are ready to merge into that system.
Yeah, yeah.
That's why on the mentoring group, I just keep bombarding them with go and do the CPD. Okay,
And
I try to
to be honest, you are doing a good job.
thank you.
You
Thank
know, I don't know. I don't know how people don't really realize that you have something precious and value it really, because this is something that people pay a lot of money to receive. A lot of money to receive. You are just preparing people, bridging the knowledge gap that
yes,
would have been a serious problem
yes,
if they don't have it and start working. It will be a serious problem. Do you
yes,
know?
yes,
I know how much I struggle with, um, when it comes to, because everything in school here is computer.
yes,
Everything.
yes.
When it
Mm-hmm.
comes to digital lifestyle here,
Yes.
nobody carries marker and
No
do this
chalk.
chalk. So I know how much I struggled the first time I taught here, using screen to teach, and every time, and I'll teach them, I don't know what I'll press, the whole thing will go blank. And
Yes,
then I will struggle again to bring it on back and all that. It
yes.
was so frustrating trying to learn that and all that. Because we don't have it back home.
No,
But when you see an avenue whereby you are being exposed to all these things, what to expect, what you will encounter, is a knowledge that somebody shouldn't play with, should value it and appreciate it and make good use of it. But I know that
one.
I know us. So sometimes sometimes it's not our fault.
No.
Actually, it's not.
Yeah, it's hard to
So,
prepare someone for a life he has not he doesn't know,
yes,
because he
yes.
won't know oh, this is important, let me hold on to this. I'm trying to show them the world that they are coming into, but they can't
Mhm.
see it because they can't
No,
envision it
that is why I said it's not our fault, because you won't know it until you know
until
you
you get
encounter it, you face it.
yes, yes, yes,
There's
yes,
something I was discussing with somebody. I said there are some things that you don't know, and you don't know that you don't know it,
yes, yes.
and you will not know that you lack that knowledge until when a
You need
situation appear that you need that knowledge, the application of that knowledge comes. That's when you know that, how come I don't know this?
yes, yes, yes. I mean,
So,
something as basic as I'm coming here to come and do a master's degree,
mhm,
or I'm coming here to come and do the SCITT, or I'm coming here to do a PGCE with QT. Do you understand?
mm,
Some people think that if they come here and they do masters in education, that's it, they will get into the classroom. Something as basic as that, they don't know. And when
yeah,
somebody is trying to explain it to them, they can't, they don't understand what you are saying, because it's not something that they don't know that they don't know.
yeah.
So it's a really big thing.
It's a knowledge gap. That
Yes,
Yeah, it's a knowledge gap.
It's a knowledge
But
gap.
I believe you are doing a good job by what
Thank
you are doing, because you are bridging that knowledge gap.
thank you.
You are bridging that knowledge gap. It's like you're just feeding them so that they can get fed, you know. But it still takes someone that is really hungry to open mouth.
Yes.
Yeah. It takes
Exactly.
someone that is hungry to open mouth, because the
Exactly.
food is there and you're holding it in your hand. But if they are not hungry, they will not. They'll just be wondering, why is this person holding food? Or what is she doing?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So
Oh my
it's a
goodness.
wonderful work.
So, what is no before the advice part?
Yeah.
What is your aspiration? What next for Ginika? What next? What's your next step? What do you
Um,
envision?
my next step is first is to round up my program, which I'm really believing God that everything will go smoothly, just the
Yes.
way it's been going. And then I'll finish, then I'll get job. I really hope to get a job pretty soon,
Yes.
which you know, it's also part of what the organization does. They
Yes.
also help to prepare you for job and all
What
that,
is- Yes.
for work and all that. So when it comes to that phase, but I am really, really looking forward in this profession. In this profession, I'm really, really looking forward to going higher.
Yes.
You know, the goal
Yes.
is not just to end up in the classroom.
No.
It's not just
No.
so. It's something much more. So we just take it a step
What's the
at a time,
time? I
believing
love
God that everything will work out very well.
I love that. I
Yeah,
really, really love that. We are moving to where the change happens. I love that.
exactly.
Change happens in the classroom, but there's other change that happens.
There is an aspect, there's a place that, you know, the decision is being made, you understand? So
Yes.
that is
Yes.
where you can truly affect change. That,
Yes.
yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Wow. I do you know what? I am taking that as my own word for the day. But now, word for the day for those who are watching for
Yeah.
today. What would they
For
giving
those who are watching, especially for those already in UK here and
Yes.
you are thinking of going into teaching as a profession,
Yes.
and then you're contemplating whether to go for PGCE or just to do QTS only and all that, I would advise you to just go through SCITT.
Yes.
It's the best you can get. The stress level might be much, but it's worth it at the end of the day. You
Yes.
use one stone to kill two birds, like I usually describe it. So you
Yes.
use one stone to kill two birds, and it's faster, and you get extraordinary support that you need. And then for my people in diaspora that is aspiring, especially those in your mentorship group, I will advise them, open your mouth and eat this food that is right in front of you, because it's not common. It's not common. People pay a lot to get what you're getting for free. If I had met this group before I started this program, or before I took the decision to go into profession, in fact, I'll be really happy. I'll be really, and for the little time I've come across you, I keep saying it every time. You have really, really, really done a wonderful work in my life, and I won't take that for granted. So I would advise the people in your mentorship group to always take every information as important. Don't say, okay, this one is minute, it's not important. Take every information as important. Chew that information. Make sure it sinks in. Make sure you understand what that information means
Yes.
and
Yes.
the lesson that you need to learn. And every advice, take every advice that Jay gives you very, very serious. Yeah.
Wow. Thank you. Thank you so much. I didn't know that I had made such an impact, but you guys are making an impact on me too. Mentoring someone who is already here, because most of the people that I've mentored in the past are some people who look like me, but they grew up here. So
Okay.
they didn't need too much, how would I say, information, because some of the things is part of the culture for them.
Mm-hmm.
But meeting people on the group has shown me how to become a better mentor, not just for people who already know the culture and what to expect, but for people
Yeah.
who it's a totally empty slate for them. And we
Mm-hmm.
have to build the building blocks from scratch. So I I I consider myself highly favored to have this opportunity to learn too, so that I can be a better mentor myself. And I'm taking all the information in, just like you said about the information they give me, when I give them my information, the way they react to the information I give them is how it makes me know, oh, I need to break this into smaller bits, because
Yeah.
these people cannot see what I'm trying to tell them, but I know that they will meet it here.
Yeah.
It's inevitable. They will meet it here. So I have to
Yeah.
break the information into smaller bits. I don't have to get upset. No, this is not being about getting upset. It's about supporting them properly. Just like you are being supported,
Yeah.
where you
Yeah.
are. Like
Yeah.
you said, it's like a course. I'm having a course with them on that mentoring group. And
Yeah.
so far, the ones who have actually come here through the mentoring, they can see, oh, this was what she meant. It's now
Mm-hmm.
starting to make more sense. This is what she
Yeah.
meant. Oh, this is what she was talking about back then. Because now they can now
They
practicalize
can
it.
now practicalize this. Yeah.
Yes, 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 yes. Thank you
That's good.
so much for
Thank
giving me your
you.
time today on a Sunday
The
evening like
pleasure
this.
is mine.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And I hope that anyone who has watched this today is inspired. When you
Yeah.
come into this country or the US, most of these countries, they have this mentoring system where they don't just throw you in the deep end, they carry
Yes.
you along.
Yes. Yeah.
But you should also try and open your mouth to be self-reflective, to know this is what
Mm-hmm.
I need, this is what I need, so that they can help you. It's like help
Yeah.
me, help you, help you.
Exactly.
That's the thing.
Exactly.
Yeah. So thank you so
Exactly.
much, guys, for
Yeah.
watching today. And I hope that you are inspired. I hope that this will motivate you to be a better person, a better teacher for your community. I hope this will inspire you to reach out to all those um, training providers that she talked about, and that you will join us in this march to provide more teachers who look like this in the profession.
Yeah.
Have a wonderful week ahead, and we
Thank
shall see
you.
you in the next episode.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.